Well, welcome to the 700 Club. President-elect Obama says he wants to be ready for any economic emergency. So he's asking Congress to approve the rest of the $700 billion bailout package.
And even though some in Congress are skeptical, it looks like the incoming president will get what he wants. John JESSUP has the story from Washington.
With just a week to go before he officially assumes the office, President-elect Barack Obama is kicking it into high gear on the economy, consulting with Senate Democrats and Republicans on Capitol Hill ahead of a possible vote later this week.
Under consideration, freeing up the second half of the $700 billion financial bailout package to give the incoming president quick access to funds he may need to help shore up the sagging economy.
I felt that it would be irresponsible for me, with the first $350 billion already spent, to enter into the administration without any potential ammunition should there be some sort of emergency or weakening of the financial systems.
I don't intend to make the request unless he specifically asks me to make it.
President Bush did file the formal request with Congress after Obama's official request came in, even as many lawmakers criticize his administration's handling of the first $300 billion. They want guarantees that the next round will be better spent, tracked, and managed. Obama pledged he'll do that and direct more of the money toward Main Street.
My commitment is that we are going to fundamentally change some of the practices in using this next phase of the program.
With those kind of assurances, GOP and Democratic leaders are signaling that they'll likely vote to release the money. John JESSUP, CBN News, Washington.
Well, if you're hoping for this stimulus to actually change the course of where our economy is going, I don't share that optimism. I think the more you have these sort of emergency allocations going into the economy, it really just shows that we don't know what the underlying things are. And when you have an underlying lack of confidence, both in the mechanisms of the market and in the future of the economy, well, the American consumer does what anyone would do, which is pull back. And until that changes, until we have confidence going forward that our jobs are secure, that our savings are secure, that our retirement is secure, you're not going to see recovery anytime soon. I don't care how much money the U.S. government throws at it. It will soften the blow, but it's not going to change it. Lee Webb has the rest of our top stories from the CBN newsroom. Lee?
Gordon, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon has left for a week-long visit to the Middle East. He will try to bring about a ceasefire in Gaza between Israel and Hamas. But as Chris Mitchell explains, Hamas isn't ready to give up its war against Israel, so Israel is keeping up its attack on Gaza.
For the first time since they pulled out of Gaza in 2005, Israeli soldiers have advanced to the suburbs of Gaza City. 30 more Hamas gunmen were killed Monday as the UN looks for a way to broker a ceasefire.
They must agree to the elements of an immediate ceasefire. At a minimum, that means a halt to rocket attacks by Hamas militants and the withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza.
One core issue in Israel's Gaza operation is the smuggling tunnels, how to stop Hamas from rearming and threatening up to 1/3 of Israel's population. Another core issue is restoring Israel's military deterrence. Prime Minister Ehud Olmert has said there will be no ceasefire without destruction of the tunnels used to smuggle weapons to attack Israel and tight supervision of the Philadelphia corridor between Egypt and Gaza. As for Israel's message to Hamas, military analyst KATZ says deterrence is the key to the Israeli operation.
Israel believes that if it hurts Hamas enough, it makes it pay such a heavy price, it can get Hamas to realize that it's just not in its interest to continue to attack Israel.
KATZ believes that heavy fighting could be ahead, and even defeat won't erase the Hamas threat.
They won't completely collapse. Hamas will try to hold on and remain strong for a while and try to declare victory just by the fact that it managed to survive this war.
Chris Mitchell, CBN News, at the Israel-Gaza border.
And back here at home, gas prices are the highest they've been in the past 6 weeks. They jumped an average of 10 cents in the last week alone to $1.78 for a gallon of regular. That's because the price of oil increased to $50, but oil has since fallen to below $37 a barrel, and that could mean lower prices at the pump in the weeks ahead. Gordon?
You had told me back in July that come January, the pump price is going to be $1.78, I would have jumped for joy. And here we are, and you talk about a wild ride. We have been on it. And most of us have seen our retirement accounts cut in half and are wondering what's the future going to hold. But we've got some good news.